Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So this was actually requested, and apologies it's 2 days late. I'm still absolutely dying with the flu. I don't know what's going on. I've had it for about 3 weeks. My ears are still really clogged. So let's just hope it goes in the next few days. But I'm actually going away in 2 weeks to Ireland. So this was the perfect time for this video to come through. It was a request for any tips on when you're traveling with hair, skincare, things like that. So I absolutely do. So I'm going to start off with like creams, hair care, and maybe serums, things like that. And what I do is, if you're a regular viewer, you'll know this is just an example, but I use the hydrating mist from Superdrug. Now what they do is they do travel versions. It's plastic as well. It takes up less room in your bag. They do the same for the serums. This is the moisture boost, just a travel size. They're usually 50. Are they 50 usually? Let me just take a quick look. 50 mils, yes, and so it will last. This serum is really nice. It's just the moisture boost, and you put it on before your SPF. But if this can actually then replace maybe your higher end serum that you use. For example, I use the Ordinary a lot, but I won't bring that because it's a glass bottle, so I don't tend to bring anything that's glass or anything like that. I will get those plastic kind of travel bottles and put, like, say, conditioners and shampoos. I'll use that. But if it's a serum and it's a glass bottle and it's my original, I will usually look for something with vitamin E, something calming, and just switch it up for that particular time that I'm away. So always look for travel size. Superdrug are amazing, and Boots are really, really good for having those sections. So what kind of brands, you might be asking, do travel versions? So Garnier, their micellar water, they do the travel version. So if you're somebody who uses micellar water regularly, they do a little travel version. And the whole kind of point of the travel versions is it gives you more room for clothes, for anything else that you might need, and then it just gives you that amount. And maybe, guys, you don't want to bring your higher end because you don't want to, in case like it breaks, or in the bag something happens, if you're on a flight, something like that, and it goes everywhere, and it's your original, and it could be a higher end, it could be anything, but it's just something that you use regularly. If you have something that's a little bit more kind of travel friendly, cost effective, also it's plastic, so if it does kind of get moved around, nothing's going to smash, anything like that. So I would definitely recommend that, because favorite skincare and things like that, you don't want to let go of that. So don't bring originals. That's what I would say. Don't bring originals. The other thing I would say, this is just an example, I've got other ones too, but make use of so number 2 for me would be make use of your multi-purpose palettes. So if you have, say, blush, bronze, and eyeshadow, sometimes you can use bronzer for eyeshadow too. Make use of those palettes, so you don't have to bring continuously lots and lots of palettes. This is just an example. This is the QC Makeup Academy, just where I study, and I have studied before. They sent me this out, but lots of brands have, bronzer, blusher in one. Then what I tend to do is, sometimes if I really want to, I can use this as an eyeshadow. This is obviously shimmer. This is just to kind of show you there's a blush, there's a highlight, but you could certainly use this. Or if you like to use pink, you could use this as a eyeshadow as well. So I think make use of those multi-purpose palettes, so that, again, you're saving room, you're getting a lot of use out of one thing, and you're it's just stress-free as well. You're not bringing so many things. The other thing that I would consider, how you're packing everything. Now, I have something here, but I will put something on screen. This is more of kind of the old version. This is just something that, it's a bag with 2 pockets, but then each side it has these, if you can see, they open up, and I have like little things in there, and other side I've got creams. But I am going to put something up on screen now that is actually a lot better, and it's perfect for hotel, or if even are staying at family. It has a hanger, and you'll see it coming up now, and then it folds down, and it has room for brushes, it has room for shampoos. As you can see, as it goes down, I will put down below where you can get it on Amazon. I haven't got it, but I have been looking recently at something a bit more kind of versatile than this. This has done me well, but I found it. It hasn't come yet, but I did want to put it up on screen. Sorry for the shaky camera there, because it's amazing, guys. You've got a hanger, so you can pop it on the back of the door, and then you've got all the sections, and I will pop it up for the length of time that we're talking about it, so we can see it. You've got your brushes, your creams. It does have like a zip as well, so you could maybe put your cleansing wipes. That's the other thing I would say, is don't always depend on cleansing wipes, but I have included them. But for me, particularly as I've learned more about skincare over the years, It doesn't always remove makeup. Even if it does say it, it doesn't always get to that. It doesn't always remove absolutely everything. And of course, cleansing wipes, a lot of the time they do have alcohol in them. The one thing I will tell you, just as a bit of a tip, the first 3 ingredients in everything are the highest. If you ever wonder, look at makeup, look at the first 3 ingredients they put on the back is the highest amount of what's in it. So the strongest, basically. So for example, this is aqua, cetirizine and glycerine. So they're the first 3 that are going to have the most highest potency. So this is for sensitive. They are biodegradable sensitive wipes. Wipes are great, but I think I've learned over time they're not the best for skin. Certainly great for travel, but if you need to use them, go for like a brand that you don't break out in. Again, they're very cost effective, things like that. So yes, you can bring them, absolutely, and I would recommend them. If you've just you've just reached where you're going, it's night time, you just want to take off your makeup and go to bed, cleanse cleanse and just go to bed. I get it, these are great, but not always. I wouldn't use them on a regular basis, but they can be amazing for when you really do need them. So that's something that I would say. The next thing I said is double-ended makeup brushes. Now, do I have one to show you? That's their time to shine. Double-ended makeup brushes. So you've got sometimes you can have your applicator for concealer and then the brush, and the e.l.f. do them double-ended. So make sure you have all your double-ended, because again, it saves room, but again, you've got what you need. Eyeshadow brushes, sometimes you have an applicator. I might have one to show. I don't. I should. Well, something like this. This is the Morphe M15. So this has this basically is where you put your liner here, and then this is the mascara here. This is the Morphe M15 double-ended, but you can get one that has concealer and then maybe a fluffier kind of brush to kind of blend that out. Things like that. e.l.f. do that, the duo concealer. Any double-ended brushes you have, guys, are going to be your best friends. It's their time to shine, because one, it's going to be perfect for packing. Again, you're going to be reducing the packaging, making sure that then you do have room for clothes, anything else that you want, but you still aren't kind of slacking back on, say, brushes or creams or anything like that. So that's what I would recommend for that. Other thing I would say is always keep a face sheet mask. They're the easiest. If you like masks and you like those thick cream masks and you want to kind of relax the day after or the day before you go, I always bring some sort of sheet mask or under eye. This is plastic as well. Under eye, just kind of pads, so that just really the day after or the night of you arriving there, you just have cleansed your face and you just want to relax and you want to depuff. These are the Tapelli Green Tea Natural Formula Eye Mask, and I will take it out. They've got a little safety cap on them too, but they just go under the eye, and they are just amazing. You don't keep them in the fridge. They're really travel friendly. Plastic again, so it's not going to smash in any of your compartments or anything like that. Really, really good. So again, my big thing for the minis was that minis can also kind of then follow through into makeup. So for example, this is the Fenty Beauty, and it's their Hella Thick mascara, and I got mine for £11 on Cult Beauty. But again, we're going into our mini, so we're not just talking about our skincare in minis. We could have skincare in, minis in, mascara. I know I've got a couple of, for example, that Ted McGrath, if you remember, doesn't necessarily have to be Ted McGrath, but it was that small 4 quad eyeshadow. Just bring something like that. So you have maybe a day look and a night look, and just the colours that you usually wear. So it doesn't have to be particularly the ones I got, but just for example, those small quads. e.l.f. do those little small quads too. You could do an e.l.f. kind of purpley, if there's like medium pinky purples, you could use the pink for a blush as well. So you can kind of multi-use, make everything multi-purpose. And for example, I have the travel version of the setting powder. This is Rose. This is just from Revolution. It's their baking powder. I've got it on today, and again, it fits into my hand. You can see it might be coming off bigger on screen, but it does fit into my hand. So things that you can really, I think that bag, if I pop it up again, you can really see how everything fits. But then what I will do is I'll put up a picture now of it closed, and you can see how it would fit into your luggage really, really well. The other thing I have, and I will put it's somewhere around here, and I use it for my overnights. It's a bag that has a zipper at the bottom for your laptop. So if you're somebody who keeps your iPad or your laptop with you all the time and you need to travel with it, you work from home or you work while you're traveling, there is a zip at the back or at the bottom, and it just literally fits your laptop as well. So that's something really good as well. So mini versions for me are great. Also, the next thing I wanted to show you is if you're somebody who takes medication like me, this is something that has really kind of helped me. And you can get them anywhere. They're not very high end or anything like that. It's just basically a Monday to Sunday. Even if you want, if say you take vitamins every day and you don't want to take every single container with you, just do a separate before you go, and you've got your night and day. And it's so easy just to, even if it's just vitamins you take every day, just pop them in. You don't have to take every container with you and you're good to go. So that's kind of, the little things make a huge difference. They really do. I hope this helped, guys. And what I do take with me, and this is very optional, is just if I'm taking my palettes with me or something like that, and I'll just show you quickly. I do take a hygienic spray just because, you know, they've been around. You just don't know what's going to happen, you know, mid-flight or anywhere really, even if you're on a train or anything like this. This is the Pro Hygiene collection, and it's literally just, it's not a brush spray, it's actually a makeup spray. So basically what you do is you hold your, this can be for an eyeshadow palette, a blush palette, you hold it to the side just like this. I'm just going to show you quickly, and facing it a little bit further away, you give it a bit of a shake, and it literally, and then I usually just do 3, not too close to it. I keep it open, give it a bit of a, and I will leave that then flat, and then it cleans it. It's just, it's more hygienic. You can use it then, and I find it really good. I mean, it also is great for longevity as well. So if you've had, say, an eyeshadow palette for maybe 4 or 5 months, and you don't want to get that mold, you want to really keep it really well. Particularly, you know, some people don't have, you know, the biggest amount of storage space, and you just don't want things to pile up and then you may forget about it. This is great, guys. It has like a coconutty scent to it, but it's great. And you can spray it on blushes, you can spray it on eyeshadows, you can spray it on anything really, and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect the quality, it just keeps it nice and fresh, basically. So yes, that is my kind of tips, guys. I find then when I do all of this, if I'm going away, I have more, you know, room for my clothes, things like that, shoes, things like that I'm bringing away. And I also just have a bit more control of everything that I've brought. So if they have separate things, you know, something like this is good too, but the more modern version is the one with the little hanger on top, and you can kind of just hang it on the door and everything is displayed. But then you can also kind of, if you don't want it open all the time, it does close as well, and I will pop that up. Hope this helped, guys. I am on my live tonight at 6 p.m. We are doing the You Can Be. We're sticking with this. I'm having so much fun with this. This is the You Can Be exotic flavors. I'm on at 6 p.m. tonight, UK and Ireland time. I'm on a live, and I'm just going to show you quickly. So this is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's nowhere new, but we are going to be doing our purples today. So let me just take that there, and I'll just show you. So we're going to be focusing on the purples today, but this is it, guys. It's absolutely great. It's the You Can Be exotic flavors. I will put a link below to where you can get it. I see some of it has just come out there, but luckily it's still in its format. So basically I'll just show you. They are used a lot, guys. Oh my goodness. So if I just show you, it actually stays in the format, so you can put it back in, and then what I do is I spray it with my alcohol, and then it goes back in quite easily. So yes, do, you know, follow me for that tonight. It'll be great to chat to you. It was lovely chatting to you last week. We finally got the comments working, which was amazing. So do tune in tonight at 6 p.m. UK time, and I'll see you then.